Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I'm John Maciel, bringing you the Round 5 and final round recap of the Shadow Era 2019 Pro Tour Finals. Now, Round 4 went into the regionals over the weekend that I was streaming, and we had a lot of fun streaming that. So I did not do a video for Round 4, but that's okay. We're skipping ahead. We're going to the final round. And I've got 4 matches, 2 in each group, as usual, lined up to show you guys with a variety of heroes. First, we come up to BT Majorgi versus SK Trinal Core. This is the Majorgi's Elementalis versus Trinal Core's Wolven Vess. Now, game 1, the GLS Elementalis won pretty handedly, so we're going to hop into game 2 of that series. So we're popping up right into here. We see the card draws going out. We have a sacrifice, no turn 1 play for Elementalis. No turn 2 play for Elementalis. Turn 2 Wolven Trader from Vess. That brings up turn 3 Arachnid drop for Elementalis. So far pretty good plays here. We have Wolven Trader's ambush attack taking a point off of Arachnid and a Wolven Scout coming down. Turn 4 for Elementalis. We have a permeate onto the Arachnid. He'll use the ability on the Trader to finish it off and following up with a kill on the Wolven Scout. That's a 5-4 Arachnid with a permeate at the end of turn 4 for Elementalis. Coming up turn 4 for Vess. Vess with the ability activation, dropping the Dark Riding Hood, a crippling blow on the Arachnid, a Blood Frenzy on Vess, and an Elos Resolve on the Dark Riding Hood. That's a strong tempo play at the end of that turn 4. Turn 5, Elementalis dropping the Hulk, not using the ability quite just yet. Bring us to turn 5 Vess. Dark Riding Hood attacking into Hulk, taking no damage because of that Elos Resolve, stealing a Mind Control, popping it onto the Hulk to drop it onto the Elementalis, and that Hulk goes down. Now coming up, turn 6 for Elementalis. Elementalis sacking to 5 resources, dropping a Cage Savage, a buff from Ellie onto the Savage, with a Gold Lace Shield being dropped. We'll buff the Savage, drawing a card. That's a 2/10 Savage in play now. On to turn 6 for Vess. Vess skipping the sacrifice, attacking into the Ellie to knock off some durability off the GLS and stealing a card. We'll see a Renegade and a Predator come down. Now on to turn 7 for Elementalis, another buff onto the Savage, drawing that card. And skipping, not attacking into anything. Savage could have attacked at least the hero on that turn, but deciding not to. So we have a Resolve onto the Renegade, Riding Hood attacking into the Savage, taking some damage now and stealing our card. Renegade attacking into the Savage, and a Predator to finish it off, clearing off that board there. And we still have a strong board for Vess, who drops a Transfuser onto the Renegade, ending that turn. Elementalis, turn 8, sacrificing 7, another Savage comes down with an ability from Ellie, and another GLS activation onto the Savage, drawing that card. And we have a Power Surge onto the Savage, which will kill off the Dark Riding Hood and end the turn for Elementalis. Coming up to turn 8 for Vess, we have a Crippling Blow onto the Savage, a Wolven Tactician coming down, Transfuser pinging off damage from Elementalis, as well as 3 more from the Wolven Predator, and another 4 from the Wolven Renegade. That'll do it for turn 8 Vess. Turn 9 for Elementalis. We have Axiom coming down and a Transfuser to buff that Axiom, and that'll end that turn. Turn 9 for Vess. We have another Dark Riding Hood down. A Vess ability activation. We got a Savagery onto the Wolven Predator and an Elos Resolve onto the Wolven Tactician. We'll see 5 off of Ellie. We'll see another 6 from the Predator, and we should see another 6 from the Tactician to finish that game off. So that game going to the Vess. Game 3 will go back the other way to Elementalis, and that'll give Majorgi the 2-1 win. Now for our second matchup of Group A, we see 17 Pax Vobiscum versus RS Purple Emoji. This is Pax Vobiscum's Lance and Purple Emoji's Darklaw. Lance won Game 1, Darklaw taking Game 2, so we have a series tied at 1-1 onto their game 3. We're going to hop into that game 3 right now. Players drawing out their cards. We have Lance going first with their sacrifice. No turn 1 plays on either side. No turn 2 for Lance. Turn 2, Darklaw will drop that Blood Moon to get that draw set up. Turn 3 for Lance, we see a Night Owl coming down. Very good ally for rogues. And we see a Nigh Your Mind to take out that Night Owl. Lance will draw a card as a result of that kill. Bringing up turn 4 for Lance. Lance will sacrifice the 4, dropping a Diplomat, and that'll end the turn for Lance. We see a turn 4 Suja for Darklaw. Nice Wolven ally there. Ankle Breaker coming down for Lance. He'll attack into the Suja to disable it, and Diplomat will attack into the Darklaw. Trying to get some damage out, because Darklaw can burst pretty quickly. We'll see a Jeweler's Dream come down, taking some damage and some durability off of that Ankle Breaker. Tinker comes down, so that brings the Jeweler's Dream to a 5. Tinker will get stunned by the Ankle Breaker. Suja will be killed by the Viscous, shuffled back into the deck, and a card drawn because of the ability. Diplomat will take a ping of damage, trying to get some durability off of the Jeweler's Dream. Turn 6 for Darklaw. Skipping the attack, playing that Speed Strike. We'll see a Diplomat being killed here. And we'll see a Blood Moon coming down to refresh the draw engine. And it'll take some more durability off of the Ankle Breaker. Ankle Breaker going down. Tinker coming down, bringing that Jeweler's Dream back up to 4 durability. Now turn 7 for Lance. We'll see a Nathanius coming down. Did it draw an ally? It did. It drew a Priest of the Light. And we'll see that Nathanius come hasted in. Nathanius will kill 1 Tinker. So that'll be a draw for Darklaw. And Navisca should be killing the other one for another draw for Darklaw as well. So Darklaw coming into the turn 7 with a full hand here. We'll see Darklaw sacrifice a 6. Play that Rabid Bite onto the Nathanius. Nathanius will be stunned and kill off the Priest of the Light. We'll see Darklaw use that ability. A Blood Pact Shaman coming down, likely pulling a Tinker back. Darklaw will attack twice into Lance, taking out 6 damage. Tinker comes down, refreshing that durability. So Jeweler's Dream still at 4 durability, and that Darklaw activated on it. Night Owl coming down. Retreat, bouncing the Tinker off the board. Visca will come and kill the Blood Pact Shaman. I'm not sure about that retreating of the Tinker. It's just going to refresh the durability even more. We have a Sledgehammer now coming down, getting rid of the Jeweler's Dream. We'll see 4 damage onto Lance and another 4 onto Lance. Lance is down to 12 now. And we see no other Tinker coming down on that turn. Visca will attack and only take 1 point of damage because of her passive. Night Owl will sacrifice itself into the Sledgehammer. Nathanius will likely finish off that Sledgehammer. And there we go, Darklaw down to 7 now. So we have 7 on Darklaw, 11 on Lance. Turn 9 for Darklaw. Does Darklaw have something to slow down this damage? We see a Tinker, we see a Blood Moon, we see Capture Prey onto the Nathanius. So that would leave Darklaw with 2 hit points left. But nope, we have an Erika being hasted in, and this should finish the Darklaw off. So that was quite a final game of that series. So that gives Pax Vobiscum the win, 2-1 over Purple Emoji. And that's it for a recap of Group A. Now we move on to Group B. For our first matchup in Group B, we have 17 Gibo versus SET Kaliba. Gibo with his Baduru and Kaliba with his Skirvox. Baduru took Game 1, and now we move on to Game 2 of that series. Now here we're into Game 2. The players are drawing up their hands. We'll see sacrifices on both sides, and no turn 1 for Baduru here. Turn 2, we'll see a trap being dropped down by Skirvox. Turn 2 for Baduru, we'll see a trap come down for a Camouflage Foe. No trap activation from that Skirvox. Now we see a Snare Krug come down for Skirvox's turn 3, and the same for Baduru. Krugel Trapper will attack into Skirvox, no trap activation there either. So now we have Skirvox's turn 4, Trapper coming down. We'll draw a Net Trap. Net Trap will come down as well. Snare Krug will attack into Baduru. That'll do it for turn 4 for Skirvox. Now turn 4 for Baduru. We'll see a Weapon Summon with the ability, a Grundler's Double. Spotter will trigger the Net Trap. Baduro attacking into the Snare Crab. Now we see that trap being activated, and another attack into the Snare Crab. So that's 4 damage from Snare Crab there onto Baduro. Trapper will kill off the other Trapper, and this Snare Crab will attack into Skurvox. Now we come up to turn 5 for Skurvox. Skurvox with his ability activation, disabling poisoning their entire board. Butcher will kill off the spotter, and that'll do. And with Snare Krug's damage into the disabled Snare Krug, that'll do it for that turn for Skurvox. Turn 5 for Baduro. We see a Hunter's Gambit come down onto the Butcher, and Baduro will finish it off, getting the draw in the process. And that'll do it for Baduro. Both of these opposing allies are going to die on Baduro's side with that poison effect. We'll see a Shadow Font, and Snare Krug will attack into the Baduro. So that's 1 durability left for the Grundler's double. Trapper and Snare Krug both die to the poison from Skurvox. We'll see a Night Prowler coming down. He'll steal that 1 card in Skurvox's hand, so now Skurvox has an empty hand, 5 for cards in for Baduro. Turn 7 for Skurvox. He'll drop a trap down, nothing more he can do. Now turn 7 for Baduro. Trapper getting that Camouflage Foe coming down. No other plays. This is turn 8. We see a Deepwood Bobcat come down, triggering the foe, but the Ricochet Trap will disable that, and we'll see Skurvox's ability as well. Now we have a Snare Krug coming down, turn 8 Baduro, no weapon for the ability. Turn 9 for Skurvox, that'll be an Archer coming down for Skurvox, a Venom Flame Archer, and he'll kill off that Night Prowler. So turn 9 for Baduro, Trapper dying to the poison. Baduro now has a weapon to summon here, and a Spotter, so that crossbow will kill off the Spotter, and we'll probably see him attack into the Bobcat. Yes, we will. It'll take some retail damage, but that Bobcat will die to the flames. Snare Krug adding 2 more damage onto Skurvox. And Camouflage Foe another 2 damage, so that's 17 health left for Skurvox on turn 10. He's still top decking here. We have maybe a Gambit to help out, no, but we do have a Bad Santa, so that will fill up some of Skurvox's hand here. We'll see a trap come down and an ability usage from Skurvox. Now on turn 10 for Baduro. Baduro sacrificing 7 Drangas coming down, triggering the Camouflage Foe, but the Emerald Crossbow will finish that foe off. And he'll ping off some more damage onto Skurvox. That'll destroy the Emerald Crossbow. 14 health left for Skurvox on turn 11. And that'll do it. Skurvox gives that up. So after that match, Gibo will take game 3 as well, giving Gibo the 3-0 series sweep. And for our final match of the Pro Tour recap and this round 5, Group B, we see SCT Cass versus TJ Catalina. This is Cass's Undead Banebo versus Catalina's Rush Lost. Game 1 went to Banebo, so now we come to Game 2 of that series. Coming in to see the players drying out their hands. We'll see a Chris coming down for turn 1 from Lost, attacking into that Banebo. That's what you like to see from a Rush Mage. Now turn 1 for Banebo, won't see any plays here. Turn 2 for Lost, we'll see a Masked Bandit come down. Chris attacking into that Banebo. Even more ping damage coming down. Lost really wants to get that health down so he can set up some Supernovas later. No turn 2 from Banebo. We'll see an Alden coming down now. This will be another 5 damage off of Banebo. An excellent start for a Rush Mage. This is exactly the kind of start you like to see. So now turn 3 for Banebo. We have an ability usage coming down, killing off the Chris and taking 2 damage off of Alden. And will we see anything else? We'll see a Gambit onto Alden, so I'll take that off. So that'll be a full hand here, so he won't be drawing a card in his next turn. But that comes down to turn 4 for Los now, with this Bandit on the board. We'll see a Bad Santa drawing. No draw for Banebo, so that's a Santa bomb if I've ever seen one. Masked Bandit taking 2 damage off of Banebo. 19 health for Banebo here. Turn 4, Deathmage Thaddeus will ping off that Bandit, so Bandit's going to go back into Los' deck after this. But not before the Knight and the Bandit kill off that Deathmage Thaddeus. And will we see any plays here from Los? We will see a Fireball to the face of Banebo. So that's 15 health for Banebo. Larian Knight still on the board here for Los. Death Collector coming down, and a Masked Bandit coming down for Banebo on turn 5. Los now using that ability to exile the Death Collector. Knight will attack into Bandit, taking no damage in return because of his passive. And we see a Masked Bandit coming down, and a Chris as well. Chris attacking into the Banebo. Another point of damage off of Banebo. So Los still at full health. 14 for Banebo. Banebo using that ability to kill off the knight and take 2 damage off of the bandit. And we should see the finish off of that as well. Soul Seeker coming down to finish off the bandit, giving 3 health back to Banebo. That's quite a brutal weapon that you have to deal with a mage here. So hopefully we see some more burn coming out from the Lost. Empty ally board on both sides. Lost coming down to 6, dropping a Visca, so hasting right in, only taking 1 damage for that weapon. Another 3 health off of Banebo. Banebo's back down to 14 health once again. Turn 7, we'll see the Forgotten Horror coming down, bring the Visca down to 1, and finished off by the Soul Seeker. Oh, back up to 17 health. Lost here, turn 8. Do we have some draw here? No, we don't. Lost taps out, no draw here. Didn't see a way to get that, it looks like. So SET Cast will then go ahead and take game 3 as well, giving Cast the series sweep 3-0, and that'll do it for our Pro Tour. And we have our final standings. Group A standings here. We have BT Majorgi Elementalis finishing first place in Group A with 15 points. We got SK Trinal Core, A1 Quora, A1 Wimbuild, BT Zodi, 17 Pax Biscum, all with 9 points. And you can see the tiebreakers on the side here, so tied for second. Second place, actually, was to SK Trinal Core. We see the points difference on the right. So that gives A1 Quora the 3rd place finish. A1 Wimbuild the 4th. And you can see the rest of the standings here. Now we move to Group B finish. We have A1 Hitachi in first. With his Elementalis, Samu to death in second, SD11 in third, and 17 Gibo in fourth. Now, with the conclusion of the regionals that we had over the weekend, in the conclusion of Pro Tour Finals, we now have a full roster ready for the World Championship in our 2019 World Championship roster right here. So, Invite 1, this is 32 players, to compete in the World Championship. Of course, first invite goes to the previous champion, and that was last year's BT Sigismund. That was with his Bloodfang. So now for the BT tournament, we have TJ Dub, TJ Scout, and TJ Inevitable winning that team tournament. From the SET tournament, we have RS Flameborn, BT Yago, and SET Colossal. From the Crown tournament, we have RS Philip W, RS Hudson Bay, and RS Namcastle. From Slugfest, we get BP Emigor, A1 Anubis, and A1 Source Flame. From the Pro Tour that we just finished, we have BT Jagmaster, A1 Hitachi, Samu to Death, SD11, BT Majorgi, SKTNC, and BT Zodi. And now the regionals. From Asia Pacific, we get KA Burnyouth, BP Index, RS Gloriously, and RS Hello. And from EMEA, we have A1 Fake Kiki, RS Sea Dog, A1 Wimbuild, and TJ Bluejet 24. And from NASA, we have TJ Streets Ahead, A1 Beantalk, RS Chacon, and RS Celeste. So congratulations, and you see the reserves down below if we have anybody calling out. But congratulations to everyone who competed in Pro Tours and everyone competing throughout the year. Best of luck to all the contestants for the World Championship that's coming up, which will be streamed here on my channel in 2 weeks' time, both Saturday for day 1 and Sunday for day 2. And I look forward to being with everyone there again, just like I was for the regionals. So thank you for watching my video, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, did you enjoy today's video? Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Did you hate today's video? Then be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's really the only way I can tell. Thanks.